Good morning, all of you. How are you all? Live streaming got delayed today because of some technical glitches. It is like I've updated my Word with the latest version, and so that adaptability with this inking and all. Anyhow, chalo, let us begin now. Very quickly, today's important topic we are discussing is capital gain. For why there is a need to learn like this when we are already taking regular classes, we are taking Sarthi batch, I'm putting marathon videos in the YouTube, then what is the need of learning like this? Okay, then it is that income tax is okay, easy to understand, very interesting and lucrative subject to work out the problems in the class, but it is vast to remember before exam. Sometimes you have to like focus and do whatever is taught in the class, watch the video, watch the recording, and go on. And sometimes literally it is like you have to instead of just going through your theory and your problems, out of the way learn the concepts in different ways. So whenever you are traveling, you are sitting waiting in a queue, just see the magic of logic series. And thank you so much for the amazing response in the last class. What I taught, that was about interest on loan and virtual digital asset. These two have got highest views. Thank you so much. Now, as I begin with this topic, you all know that whenever there is a capital asset in business, like your jewelry, your property, your shares, right? It could be related to business, personal. So when that capital asset is transferred, you have to pay capital gain. But whether that capital gain will be short term or long term will depend on the age of the capital asset. Like your and mine age, that way the age of the capital asset. Okay. So once you decide, okay, this is a short term capital gain or long term, then the format, the exemptions are different. So now the coming table is very important for interfinal, all the students, for solving the questions as well as the MCQs. Okay, right? 1 second, dear students. I don't know what happened. Again, something is popping up here. Okay, we'll continue. Let us see. I don't know if you all students are able to see that, because I've updated these softwares, no, so creating a lot of trouble. 1 second, please. Sorry, keeping you waiting right now. All right. So now, once there is a capital asset, it is transferred. You enter into the head called capital gain. Now let us see how much time do you hold an asset, and it is called as short term. Beyond that, if you hold, it is called a long term. So instead of giving you writing notes, I'm sharing my screen for our Sarthi batch. And that same notes, if you want, you can just don't take screenshot. लिख लो एक बार अच्छे से, ये देखो. Listed securities, listed shares which are listed on stock exchange and all, units of UTI, mutual fund, all, zero coupon bonds which are issued at 85 and then matured at 100 face value, and all these, if they are held up to 12 months, less than up to 12 months, it is short term. Otherwise, it is long term. Okay. Now, unlisted shares which are not listed on stock exchange, जिस पे STT नहीं लगता, and land and building. Okay, right. Holding period is for 2 years, up to 24 months, then short term. Otherwise, it is long term. Okay, right. So can you see this on the screen? Now, unit, some or the other screen is rotating. I don't know. If it's like popping up and I'm closing it. I'm really sorry for some disturbance. Chalo, next is units of debt oriented mutual fund. What do you mean by debt oriented mutual fund? Mutual funds which put their money instead of equity shares into debentures and long term secured loan and all, or unlisted securities or other capital asset like open जो आपका plot है, jewelry hai, antiques hai, all the other assets are called as short term if holding period is up to 36 months here. Okay, beyond the 36 months it will be called as long term. Okay, right. So now what is short term, not what is long term, is clear to all of you. I feel this table is very, very important for all of you. Age of the capital asset should be clear, because when you start solving 8 marks question, capital gain is very important for inter final all the students. And not only 8 marks, separate question is asked, 2 marks are covered up in MCQs, and for CMA students you have fill in the blanks and all. I've been seeing all. Acha, one thing I have added, so before I go to next one, in the playlist I have categorized all the MTPs for CA and CMA inter for taxation, for costing, for CMA and CA final taxation, separate playlist is made. So last 4-5 exams, RTP, MTP is what I have solved. You will get it there. Once again, dear students, okay, whenever I say less than and greater than, I want you all to ask me कि ma'am equal to कहाँ रहेगा, इसीलिए इसमें specifically लिखा है. If you hold it up to 12 months, what? Listed shares, units of UTI, zero coupon bonds, short term. Otherwise, long term. Unlisted shares, land and building, above 24 months, long term. Up to 24 months, short term. Debt-oriented mutual funds, unlisted shares, and all the other assets. Your jewelry, your antiques, your paintings, and all this. Up to 3 years, okay? They are short term. Otherwise, it is long term. Is this clear to all of you? Right? Okay. Now the taxability part of the capital asset. Once you know that it is short-term capital gain, what is the format, dear students? Sale consideration, less expenses, net sale consideration cost, and you get short-term capital gain. If it is long-term capital gain, you have that indexation benefit. Cost inflation index we give, that is in 2001, this was 100 rupees. Now it is for 331. So ये asset तब कितना था and all. If I start everything in capital gain, it will go on for us. So today the concept is age of the capital asset and the taxability part. In short term, indexation is not applicable. In long term, indexation is applicable. Now when it is coming to taxing part, special income, special rates for individuals and all, normal income, slab rate. Now, capital gain on shares which are listed, on which STT, security transaction taxes charge. If it is short term, it is taxed at flat 15%. Okay? मतलब जो shares पे आपको short term capital gain है, you have purchased today, after 3 days you have sold. Within 1 year, if you are buying and selling shares, you have to pay the tax at the rate of 15%. Now, if it is long term capital gain on shares where you have held it for more than 1 year, then the tax is 10% and up to 1 lakh exemption. This 1 lakh exemption is over and above basic exemption. Over and above your basic exemption. आपको समझ में आ रहा है? What I'm saying is clear to all of you. Yes? So what is this over and above? Suppose your long-term capital gain for Mr. X is 8 lakh rupees. No other income, long-term capital gain. And he is a senior citizen. Above 3 lakhs. तब तो basic exemption है. Are you getting? तो 5 lakh के ऊपर he has to pay 10% tax. Here 1 lakh additional exemption will be given over and above the basic exemption, especially on long-term capital gain on shares. Is this clear to all of you? So short-term capital gain on shares, how much tax you need to pay? Flat 15%. Long-term capital gain पे कितना tax है? Basic exemption, additional 1 lakh exemption, and then 10%. Now, short-term capital gain other than shares, land, building, property, jewelry, open plot, अगर short-term है, normal slab rates. लॉन्ग टर्म है फ्लैट 20%. Is basic exemption available for individuals and HUF, resident individuals and HUFs? Yes, basic exemption is available. Chapter 6A deductions, ATC to ATU. Are they available from capital gain? Long term, not available. Short term, available in short term capital gain, except shares. तो जहां पे स्पेशल रेट है ना 15%, 10%, there ATC to ATU deductions are not available. Short term capital gain on shares, long term capital gain on shares, और long term तो कोई भी ले लो, deductions are available only when you are taxing it at normal slab rates. Okay, next is rebate. Rebate is available, your income is up to 5 lakh, then you have got an exemption in the tax under section 87A up to 12,500, and on balance tax you need to add ESES and all. Okay, I'm repeating, if your total income is up to 5 lakh, you get a rebate up to 12,500. So wo rebate from this special income, will you get it? Yes, rebate is available in short term on shares and short term on other. Long term mein it is available except long term capital gain on shares. Long term capital gain on shares, already basic exemption is there. Additional 1 lakh exemption is there. So there you are not getting the rebate. Rebate ka parking clear hai. On total income you calculate tax. On tax minus the rebate. On net tax, final tax, add ESES. ठीक है? Right. Some more benefits I have written here. Long-term capital gain 112 and 12A shall be reduced from unutilized basic exemption. That I will tell you. One very important amendment for the upcoming exam is, dear students, check this. This one. Additional rate of surcharge. Now you know what are the surcharge rates. Surcharge rates सबको मालूम है. Up to 50 lakhs nil, 50 lakh to surcharge is additional tax on tax. So 50 lakhs के above, if individual income is up to 1 lakh 10% surcharge, 1 to 2 lakh 15%, 2 to 5 crore, not lakhs, sorry, 2 to 5 crore. If your income exceeds, then on tax you have to pay surcharge and ESES on tax plus surcharge. So these higher rates of surcharge, 25% and 37%, they are not applicable on short-term capital gain on shares, जो 15% पे tax हो रहा है, long-term capital gain on shares, जो 10% पे tax हो रहा है, और बाकी long-term capital gain. Any long-term capital gain. So, ma'am, if I just have long-term capital gain of 8 crores, what will be the highest surcharge rate applicable for MCQ question? 15%. Now, if I start taking surcharge, I will be like diverted. Are you clear? 50 lakh के ऊपर surcharge rate is 10%. 1 crore to 2 crore, 15%. 2 crore to 5 crore, 25%. But if these three incomes are there, short-term capital gain on shares, long-term capital gain on shares, and long-term capital gain other than shares, koi bhi long-term capital gain. Here, even if your income is 8 crores or 10 crores, surcharge rate highest is only 15%. Clear to all of you, right? For this, I have also given one gist table. I will share with all of you. If you want, take a screenshot, but make sure you write it. Okay? Right. Let us check this now. Once again, short-term capital gain on short-term capital gain on shares. Kitna hai? Yeah, unutilized basic exemption also I'll try to cover in this concept. See, if you know the things conceptually, it takes patience to learn. It takes little longer time to learn. But just watch the magic of logic other videos. If your logic is clear, you will never be confused. Interest on loan is usually a confusion for students in house property. But if you learn the concepts once properly, keep a flowchart, do a mind mapping, see how many times you listen to the music more and more, and then you learn the wordings, right or not? Pehle music yaad ho jata hai, fir thoda 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 karte wordings. So that's why this magic of logic series. Chalo, jaldi se. Short-term capital gain on shares, deductions are not available. Basic exemption is there, 2,50,000, 3 lakh jo bhi hai. Rate is 15%. Rebate is also available. Higher rate of surcharge are not there. I have taught you everything in the previous page. This is a repetition table. This table is made by me on my own to put it all. If you really feel this is helpful, take it in writing. It will take just 5 to 10 minutes जो आपके पास हैं, dear students. लिख लो ताकि एग्जाम में पेन फ्लो हो, कोई गलती ना हो, जल्दी से इंटर क्लियर करो, जल्दी से फाइनल क्लियर करो, डिग्री लो. Now and then your why should be clear, dear students. चलो. Long-term capital gain on shares, 112A. No ATC to ATU deductions. Basic exemption milega. Tax is 10% above 1 lakh. Rebate is not available from any long-term capital gain. Additional surcharge rates are not there. Now, long-term capital gain on others other than shares. No deductions are available. Basic exemption is available. Rate is flat 20% when you sell jewelry and property and all. Rebate is available, but additional rate of surcharge are not available. Okay, that means even if you have property income and the capital gain of 80 crores, तभी भी आपका surcharge rate will be highest 15%. 25 and 37% are not applicable. Now last, short-term capital gain other than shares is like routine. Deductions भी available है, basic exemption भी है, tax भी slab rate से है, rebate भी है, सब है. In short, I have taught you vertically, ma'am, but still confusion is there. How to remember it, dear students? Left to right. So for left to right, I am telling you one thing, rebate. सब जगह available है except long-term capital gain on shares, any other income. Long-term capital gain normal, short-term capital gain on shares and others. If it is less than 5 lakh, rebate is available. Surcharge, higher rate of surcharge, not applicable anywhere except short-term capital gain on shares, because उसका ना tax भी अलग है, deductions भी हर जगह no है, यही ऐसे. क्यों? क्योंकि उसका tax अलग है, and basic exemption everywhere is available. Now a beautiful small concept before I close, that is unutilized basic exemption. This, like, whenever the concept is little tricky for students, I make up an example like this. So look at this example and you will understand the term called as unutilized basic exemption. Harish is having a salary of 1,80,000. Long-term property sold 8 lakhs. Compute the tax for Harish. So no age is given for Harish. So definitely basic exemption means 0 to 2,50,000, no tax. But what is his normal income on which normal tax will be there? 180. So normal income पे तो no tax, कोई tax नहीं है, ठीक है ना? अभी भी normal income is only 180. What is the basic exemption, dear students? 2,50,000. 70,000 is unutilized basic exemption. Okay. Now what is normal income? Normal rate 180 nil. Special income 8 lakhs. Property sold. What will be the tax rate? 20%. So long-term capital gain 8 lakhs. Can I set off balance unutilized basic exemption? Basic exemption is 250. Up to 180 nil. No tax. Abhi bhi 70,000 basic exemption is there and normal income is over. Can I set off this 70,000 and 8 lakh special long-term capital gain? Answer is yes. unutilized or not used basic exemption of 70,000, I have utilized in long-term capital gain. Now my long-term capital gain is 7,30,000 and it is property sold. So tax on that will be 20% and on that health and education says 4%. Tax is always on income. Surcharge is always on tax. ESS is on tax plus surcharge. है ना मजेदार? And if some of the students are saying, ma'am, ये बहुत easy है, last 5 minutes से क्या आप repeat कर रहे हैं? Then I wanted to get 2 out of 2 marks in the MCQs where basic exemption, they will give some problem like this and they will give 3-4 tax rates. हाँ? तो सही से tax निकालते आना. Okay. हाँ, listen, some of you are having doubt, no? I'll clear. कि ये तो long term capital gain on property है. If had it been long term capital gain on shares, so 8 lakh में 70,000 तो balance basic exemption, 7,30,000, 1 lakh additional exemption over and above the basic exemption, and on 6,30,000 long term capital gain on shares, 10% tax you will pay. I can teach you slab rate, surcharge rate, जो बहुत basic है. There are other videos available. Magic of logic is I'm always discussing what are the pain points of the students जहाँ confuse होके exam में marks चले जाते हैं. And I'm also a teacher, but till 99 I was a student. And in the year 99 May, I failed at 196 in my CA final. So I know the importance of 2 marks and 4 marks. If you value this, if your mindset is clear, average student can also become a professional and get CA, CMA, CS degree, whatever you are aiming for. Is this example beautiful? Then comment below. If you like this way of learning, then share this knowledge with at least 5-10 of your friends and comment below ki what is your pain point where you want a magic of logic analysis. It's a challenge, the topic which I have picked up in the last 6 months. आप देखो वहीं पे non-monetary benefits देखते से FIS, and it is so scoring. So watch that what I have given as the next one is already scheduled according to students' feedback. That is the common pitfalls while solving the computation of total income, right? And I always say, dear students, reading the problem is an art. You put your hand on the question paper and the way you read it, go on writing. PNL से add less करना है तो पहले credit फिर debit फिर adjustment, so that you are not wasting your time and completing the paper. This is an awesome time. 2 months are left for exam. Do as much writing practice as you can. In the description of this video, Telegram link is there. Join it, click the picture, send me your doubt. I'll surely clear it with a voice note. It's a promise. And now 2 announcements. The first one is in Hyderabad, seminar is there, Gyanotsav. I want all of you students, this time it's for CA students, but whether you are CA or you are CMA students, make sure whenever these kind of opportunities are there, dear students, knowledge is not restricted to classroom. Go explore, learn the topics practically, make so many new friends, meet the teachers over there and the Sikasa people, और बहुत सारा जो exposure वहां मिलेगा ना, वो classroom में नहीं मिलेगा. And I'm to telling, if you are my student, I don't want you to sit in audience. If you like food, take part in the catering committee. If you like to talk to people, be a part of the registration committee. If you like to manage the things, be in the backstage work. But work in these kind of the seminars and little pulling, little going ahead, little glitches. I know today I had to start my YouTube live at 11 and last half an hour what I'm doing I can't discuss now. हो गया ना, चल रहा है ना, समझ में आ रहा है ना, गया आधा घंटा, but काम तो हो रहा है. So it's going to be a beautiful learning for you all in these seminars and it will like broaden out. Meet the students. You are in Hyderabad right now. Meet the students of Gujarat, Maharashtra, सब जगह से मिलो, दोस्ती करो, and lot of things you will learn, beautiful connections you will make, and in the evenings fun-filled parties are also there. So make sure you are registering. They have made it very reasonable for 2 days. So जरूर से ऐसे, I'm to saying now Make sure next time you get an opportunity, you be the paper presenter. I know when I was doing my CA Inter in 95, my articleship sir said, Dipti, you have to go and speak on code of conduct in the elocution competition. I said, no, sir. He helped me prepare the speech. He helped me prepare the paper. And I didn't realize that I had that gut to get the 4th prize at Nagpur and then WIRC. And then I went to Delhi in the national level elocution competition. So much of gratitude for my teachers. Just Teachers Day has passed by. That's what I want to do for each one of you. If you feel you want to present a paper in the NatCon or any conference, just connect with me. I will help you with all the eye contact, with your speech, with your everything I can. It is my passion and I would love to help you. But you need to take step forward and come out. And see how 95 वो हमारे जमाने की बात मैं आज कर रही हूँ, that I have one national elocution competition. You want to talk like this in your jobs, in your practice? No, sir, I cleared one group at a time, but I got 95 accounts. I got 87. You want to talk like this, then work, come out, enjoy. So this is one announcement. Second announcement is super duper. Just now, Sarthi costing batch is going on. 15 days are over, few days left to complete for Sarthi costing batch. After that, lined up for Sarthi taxation batch. And I have completed 2 decades in this teaching profession. After qualifying in 2000, it's just this teaching and with you all students, having so much of faith in me. I always keep kuch bhi miss na ho jaye. पूरे पास्ट एग्जाम के पेपर देखो, ये ट्रेंड देखो, ये करो, ये नोट्स दो, वो वाला प्रॉब्लम, ये वाला एडजस्टमेंट. I make sure that my students bring result. And for that, this time, Sarthi taxation batch is starting on 19th of September for CA, CMA, CA CENTER, all the students. For sure, you can see how many CMA, MTPs and all I have solved. All your model papers. Up playlist mein dekh lo, last few years ke. So trust me and join this batches live from 11 o'clock to 1:30 every day in YouTube, wherein I'll give you the notes, all notes properly for all the topics. And we will be solving important problems covering all the adjustments from the material, from the past exam papers and RTPs and all. Okay, right? Your suggestions are also welcome. It's not my dominance ki how I should take the Sarthi batch from 11 to 1:30. It's your exam, your result. I have surpassed that. So I want to help you out. How many of you are going to join the Sarthi batch? Comment below this video and give your inputs. What best? Like I decided to solve it from my material only, because I know my material, like just now you have seen, for every concept there is a printed example, concept example. That's how it is made. But then students said, no ma'am, however you teach well, we need to do the institute's material, with a lot of regard to institute's material, which is also nice, and the past exam papers, so that you get ki ye problem 5 marks ke liye aata hai, ye 10 marks ke liye aata hai. So we will do that also, right? So that's all for Magic of Logic Live. Thank you so much. We have crossed more than half an hour. Always I wind it up in 30 minutes. And thank you so much. If you wish your doubts to be covered in this live, I'm keeping the live chat also on. So if you wish that your question is to be answered here, or you have some doubt or obstacle related to studies, my core subjects last 2 decades I have been teaching is accounts, taxation and costing for inter, and taxation for final. So if you have any doubt and anywhere I can help you, I would be glad to connect with all of you, right? Thank you so much. See you all on next Saturday. Bye-bye. And keep checking the playlist of what is helpful to you and do take the benefit, right? Super quick revision videos kya hai? If you want to join our lives with the Zoom link also, we are providing that in the Challengers WhatsApp group. You can connect and ask. Listen, thank you for reminding. See, we are having regular batch videos recorded. Sarthi batch is like a fast track where concepts are taught very slowly. And then problems we are working out. Yesterday we did process. Today we did equivalent process costing like that. And super quick revision videos are, once you finish costing taxation with me in Sarthi batch, you need not again touch it. आप tax पढ़ लो, law पढ़ लो, दूसरा पढ़ लो, but बीच में, you need to revise the gist. That gist, that formulas, that formats, that pitfall, that booster notes are covered in 30 minutes, quick, super quick revision video bites. So I want you to watch that repeatedly. Whenever you get time, कि चलो आज सुबह से बहुत accounts पढ़ लिया, एक आधे घंटे का मटेरियल का सुपर क्विक रिवीजन वीडियो देख लो, EOQ लेवल सब याद हो जाएगा. बार बार सुनने से गाने याद होते हैं, तो फिर टैक्स और कॉस्टिंग क्यों याद नहीं होगा, पक्का होगा. Thank you so much. Bye bye, all of you. Thank you for watching and sharing. So many of you are sharing these videos already with your friends. We come to know in the YouTube analytics. But one thing, dear students, YouTube is sending me this mail that 23% of your watch time is your subscribers and remaining 77% is unsubscribed. Kar do na subscribe. I'm giving you. You also give me back. Thank you.